back to you, okay? Ben at ksco.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, take care, Sheila. God bless you. Bye-bye. Okay, it's Ben at ksco.com, and I'm way behind in my emails, but I try to answer as many as I can. Let's go to Don in Texas. What's up, Don? Welcome to the bright side.
Liver disease, hepatitis, pretty much.
Who is that? Who's that charming voice I hear in the background? Don?
Hello, this is Don.
Hey, Don. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'd like to know the relationship between EFA and EPA-DHA.
Okay, good question. There's two kinds of EFAs. We call them omega-6 and omega-3. And there's only two. There's one, it's called alpha-linoleic acid, that's omega-6, and the other one's called alpha-linolenic acid, that's called omega-3, and that's it. However, there are breakdown products or derivatives of both of these kinds of essential fatty acids. For example, one of the omega-6 derivatives is something called GLA, and it's not an EFA, but it's a derivative, but it's super duper important. Omega-3 has two very, very important derivatives. They're called EPA and DHA. They're derived from omega-3. Omega-3 is the parent, and that's the essential fatty acid. But the EPA and the DHA are also very, very important, especially for the brain, especially for developing brains and developing eyes. So they're critically important for babies who are growing or fetuses in the womb for developing their brains, but also for adults, too. In fact, fish have a reputation as being a brain food. Now, traditionally, you couldn't get your EPA and DHA from anything but fish, and so vegans were out of luck, and vegans were out of luck. But nowadays, you can get them from algae, and vegans eat algae, even though algae are just as alive as anything else. That's a whole other story. But you can get algae oil now, and algae oil has EPA and DHA in it as well. Those are important for the nervous system and the brain. They're important for a lot of things, but the nervous system and the brain particularly. We'll talk about omega-3s, by the way, next week or maybe the week after as we continue talking fats in the skin. Thanks for your call, Don. I hope that helps you. Let's go to Sheila in California. What's up? Welcome to the bright side, Sheila.
Hi, Ben. I'm glad I discovered your program.
Oh, I'm glad you did, too. How did you discover?
Yeah.
Tell me how you discovered.
Bill Cass actually mentioned it to me, and
okay, good.
I've been listening to you pretty frequently now. I'm checking in with you because, I'm basically have a pretty good nutritional lifestyle, I'd say, but I'm having some hip pelvic pain.
I'm sorry, I lost you there, Sheila. Sheila, you cut out for just a sec. You're having what now?
Some joint pain, hip, kind of pelvic area.
You sure it's in the joint, or is it in like the womb?
I'm not. I mean, the X-ray showed left hip pocket. However, I do have some pain that goes kind of like from the pelvic area down the side front of my leg. So I'm kind of wondering if part of this is tendon related, but
it's hard to assess exactly where it is, but the fact is it's there. And the only thing that causes pain, aside from, anything, even if you get a mechanical injury or trauma, it involves inflammation in nerves. So it's not the tendon itself, it's the nerves that are attached to the tendon that are causing the pain. So what you really want to focus on when you have pain that is diffuse, that covers a large area of the body, that's not like targeted in your big toe or something or in your thumb, if it's kind of diffuse in that whole hip area, you want to think about inflammation, and that means something getting into your body inappropriately. Now, if you have some damage there, that's going to make things worse, but the first place where you have control is over anything that's getting into the blood that's exacerbating inflammation. This is your control point. They call it locus of control. Yeah, you may have some damaged joints or damaged tendons, and that's going to make things worse, but your first things first, and that's digestive health, and that's always going to be the case. So focus on problem foods, number one. Look for foods that cause digestive problems, but also look for foods that make your pain worse. See if you can pay attention to when your pain flares up. Flare-ups in pain, changes in pain are important pieces of information. We were talking with our last caller about data. Data is very important. You got to accumulate data to draw a conclusion, to make an assessment. So see if you can notice when your joint pain flares. See if you can notice that if you have digestive health issues. If you have skin issues, that could be another important piece of information. Do you have anything else going on, Sheila? Any other health challenges that you're dealing with?
That's mostly is?
Not mostly. The mostly means there's something else. This is important. You're looking to find symptomology, not make it up, but look for it, because the more dots you have, the clearer the picture is going to be. You follow me? You got to collect the dots, and then you connect the dots, and then a picture emerges. So you got to have as many dots as possible, sample points, data points. Right now we got joints. We got general diffuse pain. Give me a couple others.
Well,
or find them. If you don't know them off the top of your head, look for them. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need to look at that a little differently. I think part of what I'm doing is probably I've overworked an area, but then my other question is because of the digestive system, because I did just order a healthy pack and the glucogel, which I have not started, but my understanding is if you don't address the digestion, taking things that might not be absorbed anyway. So
it's the first thing to do always. That's right. Even for just that reason alone, you're going to be wasting your time or wasting your money even with your supplements if you can't absorb them, although you will absorb a little, but you want to maximize the absorption of it. Always focus on digestion. Now, if you want some quickies, bone soup, chicken soup, with the bones, with the cartilage. All that cartilage is anti-inflammatory and to help you rebuild your cartilage. You probably want the glucogel caps. I'd be doing that right away. Make sure you do it with vitamin C or with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Look for data points and then focus on digestive health with the Biolumin Nightly Essence, digestive enzymes. If you take the Ultimate Enzymes, by the way, on an empty stomach, that'll help you with some of the pain. So you got a lot of strategies there to start right away, but still you want to start accumulating data so you can form a picture of what's happening inside your body. I got to move, Sheila. I want to get one more call in, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Take care. Have a beautiful day. All right. Cindy in California, got about a minute. What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me, Ben?
I hear you loud and clear. What's cooking? How can we help you?
So, irregular heartbeat.
Okay, that's a sign of a freaked out heart. Several things you want to do. First of all, the most important, quickly, in terms of quick benefits and quick results, is slow down by deep breathing, relaxing deep breathing. You can also use hot tubs, hot water, hot baths to kind of relax the body. You want to relax the body. The heart is freaked out, number one, and number two, it's probably dealing with nutritional electrical deficiencies, electrical nutrient deficiencies, B complex, vitamin C, electrolytes, all the things we talked about today. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine, vegetable juices, your Ultimate Daily would probably help. Of course, if you have blood sugar issues, those need to be corrected too. You might want to consider using the Sweeties. Calm the body down, use electrical nutrients, and don't forget about your fatty ones either, the Ultimate EFAs in particular. Thanks for your call, Cindy, and thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a wonderful, awesome, spectacular, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.